Hello, I'm Ryan Eastman, and thank you for tuning in to our Halloween edition of Sports Den. I'm here in beautiful Montana for the first game of the 2017-2018 season, and we have a treat for you tonight. The defending champions take on their rivals, Montana Howlers, who came so close to stealing away the championship. This interesting matchup between the finalists last year. We'll be interested to see how both teams have changed since the finals not even 5 months ago. Both teams massively different from each other, and we'll go over that as the game goes on. Looks like the players are getting ready to take the court, though, and of course, FBA is back in season. Looking at these two teams, they are vastly different from each other last year. Both teams, I'd argue, took a bit of a step back considering their starting lineups in particular. Looking at Tallahassee, the retirement of their starting point guard, Klaus Korber, has been replaced by another very veteran player, Sarah Lancaster. Likely going to see how these two play different from each other. And with the tip-off, it's actually going to go the way of Montana. Montana also suffering a loss at their starting lineup. Quickly, Renstill, though, is going to open up with a three. No good. Herod, the rookie, recovering it. Sterling Bingsing, no longer in the Montana uniform. Going to see if Tallahassee can use that advantage down low in the post. Speaking of which, almost gets it down low, but Renstill picks it off, and we're going to see the Howlers come the other way. No team with a basket yet, but they're going to quick pass down to Yobaya. Yobaya, quick shot, gives them the first basket of the game. Coming in off the assist of Renstill. LaRocca over to Cassius. LaRocca down low to Lancaster, laying it up and in. Quick play coming out from the Cheetah there. Despite her age, still has the speed to get down low in the post. Krista. Pump fakes, gives it to Inouye. Inouye going for three, no good. Smoot with the rebound. Herod, the rookie for Tallahassee, on the floor, taking the place of Springer and their previous draftee from 2016, Tahiri Andre Matsunoro. Cassius blocked. Typhoons will keep possession of the ball, but sent flying out of bounds off the rim. Lemur unable to get the basket up over her defender. Narcissa, the winner of the 6th Fur Award last year, managed to make it to the starting lineup, and we're going to see a pick there, stolen. Inouye going to go on the fast break, fouled on the way up. Going to get the basket to fall and the and one possibility now. The foul is coming in on Lancaster there, trying to make up the distance. Inouye a little too fast for her, was able to still make it to the basket unopposed. She just didn't foul hard enough to prevent the shot, and now Inouye has a chance to make it a three-point play. Bounces all around the rim, but is good in the end. Narcissa going to bring it up for Tallahassee. Calling for a double screen. Gives it over to LaRocca. LaRocca having to be a defensive anchor for the team. One of their weaknesses this year is their perimeter and post defense. So you see Smoot getting the offensive rebound off the miss, and now Herod offensive rebound. Another miss. 3 straight misses, but 2 offensive rebounds. Montana needs to be careful, or else they may end up giving up. But we see Brax Trenner. Quick play. Defense wasn't set up in time. Speaking of their weakness, Tallahassee is going to have to be faster on switching from offense to defense. Giving up an easy basket there to the Rabbit. Smoot with the ball in the post, giving it back out to LaRocca. LaRocca going to go for a long shot. No good. Trenner this time is able to get the ball back. Inouye trying to speed up the tempo. Krista left open from 3 off the handoff, and good. Montana up 10-2 now off the score drive. A quick play coming out from Sarah Lancaster, passing it down to Smoot. Brax is forced to foul. Smoot will go to the line for 2 off that foul. Defense was weak getting back quickly. See if Smoot can get both from the line. Get on the first. Both teams need to pick up their defensive presence. Montana giving up 2 offensive rebounds so far already is not a great way to start. Tallahassee hasn't been hitting their shot yet, but if they ever do start nailing it, this lead they built will quickly vanish. And good on both. Gets it up to 4. Montana up by 10, though. Getting it done in the post and on the perimeter. With Krista out there, it's always a danger. And with her matching up against Narcissa, we'll have to see who comes out on top. Inouye on the perimeter. Calls for a screen. Only 6 seconds left. Decides to step back. Fadeaway jumper from long range. No good. Smoot with the rebound. Got plenty of separation on the step back. And we're seeing Narcissa passing down to LaRocca. LaRocca fighting through the contact. Draws a foul from Yabaya. Looks like Tallahassee wants to earn it from the line if they're going to get back in this game. LaRocca in the last year of his contract. Going to have to see how well he plays this year and who might be willing to pick him up. He is a veteran. 6th year in the league. Went undrafted back in 2011. Go on the first. No good on the second. Yobaya is going to get the rebound. Had a chance to get it back to a 4-point game, but I know to do so. Vincent going for a long 3 off the quick pass. It's good. That's the second 3 tonight for Montana. Technically a fast break there, given how quickly Yobaya dished it out to Vincent. Montana dangerous from long range. Inouye, Renstill, and Marandia can all shoot the 3. And we're going to see a quick basket here actually come in. Despite the contact, no foul called. Cresta going to bring the ball up the court. Getting up to Inouye. Spin move. Fancy getting down on the post. Almost stolen, but ends up in Yobaya's paws. Draws contact and gets the bucket. So a chance for an and 1 here. Extend to a 9-point lead if he gets this bucket. Yobaya just having signed a 4-year deal with Montana after Sterling left. Taking over the role of the center position once again. No good on the and 1 opportunity. Tallahassee 7, Montana 15. Herod giving over to Lancaster. Lancaster on the perimeter, giving up to Narcissa now. She's going to hand it over to Smoot. Smoot. Time's starting to run out, but Narcissa gets into the post and lays it up and in around her defender. Krista is going to have to put some more effort in keeping Narcissa out of the post there. That's where both her baskets have been tonight. Inouye gets a nice screen, decides to go for the shot off of it. No good. LaRocca gets the rebound. Inouye, 1 for 4 tonight. The rookie giving over to Narcissa. Narcissa back to Lancaster. Lancaster quick pass down to LaRocca. LaRocca fights up. Yobaya does not contest it. Didn't want to draw too much contact there, but ends up giving up the basket anyways. Tallahassee on a bit of scoring run here. Back within 4. Montana hasn't hit a shot in a little while now. And see Inouye again calling for a screen, but dishes it to Trenor. Brax fouled on the way up by Smoot. Nice give and go there. Trying to draw the defenders, confuse them off the screen. Gets enough opening. Brax had to fumble with the ball a little bit to get better control. Could have jumped earlier and possibly actually slammed it in, but that slight hesitation there allowed the 2 defenders to collapse on him. Get on the first. Brax traded from the Baltimore Spirits last year. Spent most of his time as a starter after the trade even. Good on both. Gives Montana a 6-point lead here with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Screen gets him nowhere. Decides to go for it again this time. Makes no progress. Ends up giving it to Smoot in the post. Backing down, using her height advantage. Rolls around the rim, but it ends up falling in anyways. The height is definitely on the side of the Tallahassee post. Both Smoot and LaRocca standing over 7 feet. We're seeing Inoue trying to do a teardrop. No good. Lancaster at the rebound. And actually fouled early. A little bit of frustration coming out there from the dog. Trying to go for a steal. Gets called on the foul. As I was saying, compared to the Montana side, Brax and Westcott both under 7 feet. Definitely giving the height advantage to the Tallahassee down low in the post. So we're going to see Herod going up for the shot. Foul again on Inoue. That's his second now in under a minute. The rookie will go to the line for 2. Inoue might be pulled out here to prevent any further foul trouble. No good on the first. Pressure might be a little bit much for the rookie. And no good on the second, missing both of them. And I was right, Inoue has been subbed out for Ashbury. Ashbury, the 2015 FBA draft, coming off his rookie contract, re-signed with the Montana Howlers. Time's running out. Gonna have to take a shot there. Krista, no good. Tried to go for a little bit of an isolation play. Did not work out. And we're going to see a fast play coming out from Tallahassee. However, Herod's forced to slow it down. Back to Narkissa. They might be trying to set up a post play. Calling for a screen. Giving it over to Lancaster. A lot of motion in the post. A lot of screens. It's going to end up in Narkissa's paws. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna have to pump fake it and goes for it anyways. But a paw in her face. But Herod, the rookie with the offensive rebound, blocked by Ubaya. A lot of fast action so far, but Ubaya left it open. Get to Ashbury. Ashbury, the short shrimp. And actually, Smoot's going to get called for a foul. A lot of confusion going on there. Ashbury went for the shot, and Smoot knocked over a Montana player, more like bulldozed him. The Bison laying out, I believe it was Ubaya. Going to get called for a foul there. Even though Ashbury missed the shot, it will remain in Montana's paws here. Substitutions for both teams. Salazar going to pass it into Ashbury. Ashbury back to Salazar, but Salazar loses it. Zidkov comes up with it. And Springer for Tallahassee is going to bring it up the court. Giving it over to Zivkov. Zivkov back to Jake. Fox passing it over. Actually back to him. 7 seconds. Giving over to Springer. Zidkov. Tahiri now. The lemur. No good. Salazar gets the rebound. Krista giving it over to Ashbury. Looks like they're going to give it to Krista off a double screen for 3. And good. Nothing but net. Fox showing off her range. Both of her baskets coming from three-point land tonight. Zidkov tried to pass it down low, but Krista got enough in the way of her mark that they were unable to corral that ball. Montana probably going to keep going to Krista on the perimeter until she starts missing, and Tallahassee needs to close in, play tighter defense on her. It's already looks like they're going to call for the same play, just on the opposite side. Back to Krista for 2 this time. No good, a little short. Going back to the same play that just worked, just flipping its direction. And we're going to see LaRocca down low in the post, fouled by Salazar. The Prawn giving up his first foul. We're going to see Another 2 coming out. Tallahassee been to the line far more than Montana so far. However, struggling to convert. No good on the first. Speaking of the devil, LaRocca needs to get the second bucket. No good. That's another miss tonight. Giving away free points. We're going to see Doug Dawson off the quick play, trying to go for a fast break. No good. Jake will get the rebound. The second-year player perhaps being a little too impatient. We're going to see this time Lowenthal called on the foul. Another chance for Tallahassee to go to the line for 2. This time good. Siberian Tigers not going to miss that after giving up 2. And go in the second. Doug Dawson going to bring the ball up the court for the Howlers. Calls for a screen. Gets into the post. Fights through the defenders. Decides to take it himself and draws the foul from LaRocca. Going to go back and answer with his own free throws now. And we might see LaRocca subbed out here. Yeah, they're going to give the Cat a chance to rest. Bringing in Jones. Montana answers back with 2 quick free throws of their own. Score 22. Montana, Tallahassee 15, down by 7 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Quick pass to Jake, down low in the post, fouled by Ashbury. The Shrimp unable to get enough height to really impact the shot, but got his body underneath of the Fox and forced him to take an awkward shot. However, Jake, good from all ranges, hits both his free throws. Down by 5. Montana looking to answer back with a basket of their own. Lowenthal giving over to Dawson. Dawson back to Salazar at the top of the key. Christian, 6 seconds left, has to make a decision. Probably going to give it over to Lowenthal for 3. Top of the key, good. Montana lighting it up from three-point land tonight. That's their 3rd three-pointer so far. Making up almost half of their scoring. If you exclude the free throws they've accrued since the first quarter started. Jones giving it to Andrea. See if they're going to give it to Jake to answer back with one of his own, but it looks like time's running out. The Lemur's going to go up and under the basket. Just flies by the defenders, lays it up and in. Quick burst of speed let him break past the first defender, and by the time he was under the basket, the second defender was confused about where had to defend. Granson over to Dawson. Dawson behind the back to Lowenthal. Lowenthal gonna step into the shot, into the couple feet outside the paint. Gets the bucket to fall, though. His second basket of the night coming off the bench. Taking their time, giving it to Springer. Over to Zidkov, back to Jake. Jake back to Springer. Lemur 2 on the perimeter. Maybe going to try and repeat what he just did. 2 seconds left, has to fade away. Still gets to the fall. Tahiri showing up tonight. The ring-tailed Lemur with 2 baskets so far. One coming from underneath the basket and one from 10 feet out. Lowenthal feeling it tonight, going for 3, but no good. Can't get the bucket to fall off the pass, and Tahiri on the other end is going to bring it up. Decides not to drive to the paint, though. Looks like he actually wants to set up a play this time rather than doing it on his own. Springer the GOAT. Giving it back. Jake going for 3. Off the rim, no good. Salazar with the rebound. Tallahassee down by 6 as this first quarter is in its last minute of play. Foul on Jake, trying to reach in. The Swift Fox not fast enough there with the pause. Called on the reach in. And with that, they're in the bonus, so we will see 2 free throws coming in. Go in the first. Zidkov subbed out for the rookie Immers. Go in the second. Tallahassee's going to look to get this shot off with about 40 seconds left to leave them with the last possession of the game. They can burn it down a little bit more, but normally you'd like to see about 10 seconds. And exactly at the 40-second mark, Tahiri's going to take a three-pointer. Rattles in, but out at the last second. No good. Montana, unless they take a shot quickly, which they are. Ashbury. Sorry, not Ashbury. The rookie Laurent. High arcing teardrop is good underneath the basket, giving Montana a 10-point lead. With that, Tallahassee won't have the last possession, but they can leave with only 4 seconds left, but takes a shot early enough that Montana now has 15 seconds to play with. Doug Dawson giving it to Lowenthal. Lowenthal waiting for time to wind down. Going to give it to the rookie, who goes for a long three as the time expires, but no good. With that, the first quarter of the FBA season, its first game, comes to a close. Montana 31, Tallahassee 21. Montana killing it from long range so far. Krista with 2, and then Lowenthal answering with one of his own. Tallahassee struggling from beyond the arc, has yet to make a basket so far from long range. And we're going to see the rookie stay in. Emmers. Giving it over to Hawkins. Coming over from Texas. Lancaster back to Herod. Herod over to Hawkins. Emmers back to Lancaster. Hawkins going for 3. No good, but the tip back in from, I believe that was Smoot. Nice job. Decide just to tap it in rather than pulling it down and risk having the defender in her way. Nice feel coming in from her. That's not an easy shot to do. Gabaya on the perimeter. Gives it up to Inouye. Had to leave the first quarter due to foul trouble, and he's going to draw a foul on Lancaster. Going to go to the line for 2. Go on the first. I believe we're going to see both teams bring in their starters. Actually, no. Laurent's going to stay on the floor for Montana. And Inouye get on the second one as well. Keeps it a 10-point game. Lancaster just signed a very large deal with Tallahassee. Going to have to step it up here in her first game in the Tallahassee uniforms. Coming over from Plymouth. Three seconds left. Time's running out. Unable to really get a play to develop. Has to go for the last second 3. No good, though. Montana now with the chance to extend their lead. Brax over to Vincent. Give it to Inouye, who's going to go for a 3 from the top of the arc. No good, though. Hawkins. Would like to have seen a more developed play from Montana given their lead rather than going just for a shot. And Smoot going to go on a fast play. Gets down low in the post around her defender. Lays it up and in and draws the contact. So a chance for an and 1 here. That is one way to get back in this game. And we're going to see Narcissa coming back in. Actually, both teams will be substituting in players. Rodriguez coming on the floor for Montana. Smoot gets the and 1, getting it back down to a 7-point game. Rodriguez passing over to Inouye. Dishes it down to Brax in the post. Triple teamed almost with the amount of players there. Gives it back to Ubaya, who backs out to the perimeter. Now gives it to Inouye, who's in the post and fights up and in over the defender. Nice physicality there coming out from the dog. Getting it back to a 9-point game here. Smoot fighting into the post on her own. Can't get it to fall, though. Ubaya bringing it back up the court for Montana and giving up to Inouye. Quick pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, defender, is well outside the range, and Brax gets the rebound. Vincent, no good on the shot. Brax, nice job getting the offensive rebound, surrounded by 3 other furs taller than him. But that rabbit, able to jump higher than all of them, pulls it down. Sadly, they couldn't convert on that offensive second chance. Narcissa on the perimeter, 5 seconds left. Has to double-teamed almost. Yeah, they are double-teaming her basically while she's shooting. No good, but Smoot, offensive rebound, going to kick it back out to Lancaster. Over to Hawkins, who's left open on the left sideline. Makes, I believe, the first 3 tonight for Tallahassee. Yobaya over to Rodriguez. Looks like they wanted to get a Inoue down low in the post. Exploit this matchup between the Cheetah and him. Back to Inoue, 4 seconds left. Gonna have to spin, fade away for a long 2. No good off the back iron. And that is an interesting matchup to look at, Inoue versus Lancaster. Inoue, despite his size, is probably as fast, if not a step faster than Lancaster, given her age. Don't let her hear me say that. And Smoot with the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in, and fouled. Smoot is the sole player keeping Tallahassee in this game right now. Get back to her in a second in her dominant play so far today. Inoue, despite his bulk, is probably just as fast as Lancaster. So we'll probably continue to see them exploit that matchup in the post as he's able to bully her down. Doesn't have to use his speed per se, but it doesn't hurt. Now over to Smoot, who has just been dominating Trenner. Poor Bunny had no idea what to do here. He's getting offensively rebounded on multiple times, and she's putting it back up and in. And with that miss from Montana, Tallahassee is back within 3. Chance to tie it up here if they get a 3-pointer. And speaking of which, Smoot, again, trying to lay it up and in, no good. However, she had her free reign getting to the post there. Montana may need to substitute in Salazar to match up against her because Trenner is struggling right now. Yobaya over to Inoue. Inoue, 3 seconds in the paint. No good, and it looks like Trenner, trying to get that offensive rebound, is going to commit a foul. Again, maybe the pressure of being forced into bad positions on defense is weighing heavily. And actually, Smoot, Tallahassee's going to give her a bit of a rest here. And Inoue the same. Hawkins for 3 off the possession. Quick play there. Could have developed it a little bit more. Montana, though, is going to bring it up the court. Give it to Rodriguez. Ricardo intercepted by Narcissa. Narcissa, 3-on-3 fast break. Could drive it into the paint, but the lemur backs off a little bit. You know, as I say that, she calls for a screen just to go right back in. Spin move over to Hawkins, who's open on the right sideline this time. Can't make the magic happen again. Unable to get the 3-point bucket to fall that would have tied the game up there. Montana struggling on offense, has not made a basket in a while, and we're going to see Vincent going for a bit of a lazy 3 there. Did not set up for the shot, decided just to take it quickly. Or see Zidkov spinning around in the post, no good. Both teams picking up the pace on offense, but not getting any success. Both teams now starting to run dry. Rodriguez driving to the post, isolation play on his own. Brax getting the offensive rebound back, and finally puts it back up and in now that Smoot is out of his face. Hopefully that will give the hair some confidence back for when she does come on the floor. The Bison has had his number all game so far. Narcissa over to LaRocca, fouled by Vincent. Stops the bucket, and LaRocca goes to the line for 2. Having missed previously 2, now 3. Really struggling here from the line. Gets the last one to fall. And we're going to see the 2 lemur combo coming out on the floor for Tallahassee. And we're going to see Krista back on the floor now. Gets by her defender. The Silver Fox just lays it up, but can't get it to fall in. Bit of a surprise to surprise Jake there that she drove rather than staying on the perimeter where she's been on fire from. But she had her way to the basket, just couldn't get it to fall. Now on the other side of the floor, Narcissa is just going to take a step-up jumper. Again, both teams struggling here. Vincent this time sets up for his three-pointer. No good, but Yobaya with the offensive rebound and the putback. Now it's Montana getting these these second-chance buckets. We might see a change here from Tallahassee. They may bring Smoot back out on the floor. Despite their size disadvantage, Montana is getting these offensive rebounds now. Tallahassee needs one of the players to step up. Looking at the 40-point Fox, Jake Velox. Quiet so far tonight. Over to Springer. Back to Jake. 6 seconds left. Someone's going to have to decide to take a shot. And it's probably going to be Tahiri, the lemur. No, it's going to be Zidkov from 3. Air balls. Hear the crowd cheering for that air ball there. Not the guy you want taking that last second shot. Tahiri or Jake would have been much better, but Tallahassee a little afraid there to get the shot off when the play fell apart. Grandin giving it over to Lowenthal. Lowenthal hit 2 of his first shots, so this lineup for Montana right now is able to stretch the floor. Krista and Lowenthal, but Lowenthal actually going to fight down low in the post. Gets a foul from LaRocca and the shot for an and 1. Make it the hard way to make 3, but it happens. Montana back up to 9. Tallahassee was within striking range, and now they've let it slip out of their paws. LaRocca gives a screen for Jake. Down low. Gives over to Springer for 3. Rattles in and out, and actually bit of a bad decision there to tip the ball. Salazar, rather than pulling it in, tried to tip it out to one of his players, but no one was there, and the ball just sailed out of bounds. Tallahassee retains possession. It was funny because he actually tipped it away from one of his own players, so easy defensive rebound. Comes a second chance for Tallahassee here. Andrea, no good. Was left open. Defender was a little lost on him. Lowenthal, quick pass to Grandin in the post. Spins around. Makes it bounce. Gets the shooter's roll. Largest lead of the game now. 44. Tallahassee 33. A little under 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Jake giving over to Tahiri. Tahiri trying to make something work with isolation. Has an open lane to the basket if he can just get by his defender, which he almost does before double team. LaRocca forced to take a last second 3. No good. Lowenthal gets the defensive rebound there. It almost looked like Tahiri had a lane to the basket, but defense just collapsed in around him. Ashbury doing a great job using his speed to stay on his man there and not give the lemur a chance to get down low. Looks like Grandin's just going to burn some shot clock. Give it to Krista. 2 seconds left. Has to fight through the contact, but still makes it work. Great basket coming out from Krista. 3 for 7 tonight, but 8 points so far in the first half. Jake here. Gets a screen. Switches over to the slower player now. He has a chance to possibly do something. And actually, this is the matchup they wanted. Zidkov up against Ashbury. Decides to pass it, though, and Renstill. Krista with the nice pick. Quick play. Going to go on a fast break. Slows down, though, as the defense comes up to catch up with them. They had the mashup they wanted, but Krista, nice give and go. Gets into the paint. Lays it up and in. Now doing it from the post just to show off. And LaRocca answers right back with a quick fast break of their own. Montana a little too excited there. Did not get back on defense fast enough, whereas the Cat had gone running as soon as the basket was made. Faster than Montana may have been expecting. 2 minutes and some change left. Krista going to go for a long shot. No good, but offensive rebound from Salazar, and the putback is good. Montana building their lead up to 15 now. Tallahassee needs to figure out what went wrong. They were so close 5 minutes ago, but they've continued to struggle to score here. Jake for 3. No good. Can't get it to fall. And it might be the three-point game has just fallen apart for them. And Krista, she is on fire tonight. Now shooting from mid-range. 13-footer is good. Putting her up to 12 points now. And Grandin with the steal. Fast break. 2-on-2. Going to give it over to no one. He's going to take it himself. Not good, though. Jake with the rebound, despite Salazar being up his back. Managed to box out the prawn. Zidkov now with the ball for Tallahassee. Going to give it to Tahiri, who has had an open lane to the basket, lays it up and in. The Lemur getting it done. First basket for Tallahassee in like 3 minutes, I believe. Montana with a comfortable lead here, 15 points. They can just afford to play smart. Lowenthal going to go for three, no good. Ball almost picked up by Montana. It was tipped in the air by the Tallahassee defender. Ooh, bad pass coming out from Jake. Grandin comes flying in, swipes at the Badger. Quick pause, can't get by him with a bad pass like that. He read that passing lane the whole way. Grandin, defender backed off, decides to go for three, no good. LaRocca with the rebound. Tahiri now. By his first defender, has to make another, but loses the ball, trying to be a little too fancy with his dribbling there. Couldn't hold on. Last possession belongs to Montana. 13 seconds in the second quarter remain. Ashbury burning down the clock. See if he decides to run a play or just take the shot himself. Looks like they will. Double screen. Going to Lowenthal for the final basket. Off the iron, but no good as the buzzer rings down the stadium. With that, the halftime comes to a close. Montana 52, Tallahassee 37. Montana found their shooting stroke there in the last 5 minutes of play, while Tallahassee continued to struggle. Montana with 2 blocks so far tonight and 6 steals. Turnovers definitely falling in favor of Montana. Tallahassee struggled when they substituted Smoot out. See if the coach is thinking whether or not she's planning to bring Smoot in the third quarter completely rested. Or if perhaps there may be something else going on, like a minor injury that she's watching. But it looks like she'll be back on the floor now, though. Seeing if she can continue to match up well against Brax. Speaking of which, they're going to go to her right away. Decides to give it up to Herod. The rookie Herod going for three. Gets it to fall. Ice in the veins coming off the court. Off the bench. Having sat the last couple minutes of the second quarter out. If she can continue to do that throughout her career, she will be very successful. A lot of players struggle coming straight off the bench. Krista going to drive to the paint. Gives it back to Nue on the perimeter. Nue for threes, no good. Tallahassee, again, another chance to chip away at this lead here. Lancaster. Wanda settling up, but ends up giving it over to Narcissa. Narcissa to LaRocca, who's on the perimeter. Going to have to give it up to Herod. Herod, high arcing two, no good. Feel like if they had another 5 seconds, the play would have developed as they wanted. And Krista going to lose the ball. Rookie's going to pick it up. Herod could have had a bit of a fast break, but too many defenders in her way. Slows it down rather than risking a turnover. Tallahassee's second chance here. Might give it up to Smoot. Smoot on the perimeter. Going to drive into the post. Bullies her way in. Can't get it to fall, though. And that is the danger. The Bison, all the way from the perimeter, gets down to the post. Almost felt like she was unopposed there. Took 2 defenders to really influence the shot at all. Krista from the right sideline. Nothing but net. Lighting it up from beyond the arc. That's her 15th point. 3 for 4 from long range tonight. Krista. Also doing well in defense. I believe 2 turnovers attributed to her so far tonight. Lancaster open. Can't get the ball to fall, though. Ubaya. Going to take it down the other end. Tallahassee struggling to stop the Silver Fox here. Inouye calling for an isolation play. Just has to get by his defender and he'll get into the paint. Shoots from the free throw line and gets the shooter's roll off the front iron and good. It's his 9th point tonight. Him and Krista accounting for half the points from Montana so far today. And Tallahassee's going to call a timeout here. Need to regroup. Smoot still successfully bullying her way down to the post, but struggling to actually get a bucket to fall. And off that first play, LaRocca is just going to drive in off the inbound. Not even sure the ball touched the floor there as he laid it up and in. Great use of a timeout to get a bucket. Momentum can swing so quickly once you see that first bucket fall. And we're seeing Nue spinning around. Second shot from that same spot there. That time a lot more difficult considering he had to spin to find the basket. But good court awareness to know where he had to turn. Buckets like that can kill the opponent's morale, considering you think you've stopped him and forced him to take a hard shot. LaRocca going for a long three, but Smoot offensive rebound. Great second chance opportunity for Tallahassee here. Smoot may be expected to play the last 2 quarters of this game, given how dominant she's been. Lancaster back to Smoot. Smoot, quick pass to Cassius, lays it up, it slams it down, in fact. The ring-tailed lemur jumping up high and slamming it in with 2 paws. First dunk of the night coming from the shortest player on the court right now. Narkissa, nice play. Inouye, can you answer back with one of your own? No, but Yobaya will lay it up and in. Get the crowd going again after watching that dunk. Yobaya, 8 points, 8 rebounds so far tonight. Most of Montana's points coming from their starters, and then Lowenthal. Down to Herod. Herod back to Smoot. Smoot going for a long-range 3. No good. Yobaya with the rebound, making it his 9th. Inouye. Over to Trenner. Back to Renstill. Krista is down to Yobaya. Could give it to Renstill, decides. She lays it up. Fouled. LaRocca, that's his 4th. And then now in the 3rd quarter, he is going to be subbed out. There's no way they can afford to keep him in with 4 fouls and 18 minutes left of gameplay to go. Good on the second. And we will see Jones coming in. And, in fact, switching from both teams. Renstill is going to slide over to small forward. Perhaps trying to exploit a matchup there. And Emmers, bad shot, fading away 3-pointer. The rookie getting a little pressured there. Gives Montana a chance to extend this lead to 20 points possibly with a bucket here. Maybe Renstill will put the dagger in from long range. Krista not with the ball. In fact, it's going to be Trenner on the perimeter. Going to give it over to Krista. Steps into the shot. High arcing ball, no good. Not sure what the plan was there. Brack stood with the ball for about 10 seconds and let the shot clock wind down. Smoot with a double-double already. Going to have to continue to rely on her, get her down to the paint, but we're seeing Narkissa giving over to Jones. Jones back to Smoot, back to Narkissa. Narkissa's going to have to take a shot here from 3-point land. Fading away. Air ball. As the crowd chants with me. Not necessarily something to blame on her. She does have the range for 3-pointing, but falling away, not her specialty. She is definitely more of a mid-range shooter. The rookie, Laurent, calling for this double screen play, giving it over to Dawson. Substitution coming in off the air ball for both teams. Montana going to let their bench players in. Rodriguez going for 3, no good. Can't get a bucket to fall right now, Montana. Keep trying to go for 3s here. Emmers left open, decides to go for a 3 after that horrible miss the first time round. No good. Much closer this time. Rattles in and out. Brax giving it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to the Hare. Hare going to drive in. Can't get anywhere, though, and actually turns it over. Jones, quick wing, able to intercept it. And Smoot now. Nice touch there. I'm not even sure if I can call that a shot. Just kind of like laid it up and in, threw it at the basket, and watched it fall. Smoot, the bright point for Tallahassee here tonight. 16 points. Laurent pump fakes twice. Doesn't draw anyone, though. The rookie, you'll realize that not every player falls for that. It's not college. And Dawson going to take a step back. No good. Can't get that 3 to fall. That's 4 missed 3s in a row now for Montana. If it isn't Lowenthal or Krista shooting it, it has not fallen tonight, it seems. We're going to see some fancy footwork coming out there. Lays it up and in. Gets by the defenders. Almost like a dance. Ubaya decides not to back down to the post. Gives a screen instead for Rodriguez. Rodriguez going for 3. It looks like Montana wants to make the next basket a 3-pointer, but no good. Smoot. Jones ends up with the ball in the post. Spins around. However, the Bird's going to be called for traveling. Don't see that often. Lifted up his pivot claw, it seems. $14-point game. Tallahassee down 48. Montana 62. Grandin again going for a 3. Montana, that's 6 threes in a row you've missed. Perhaps you should change it up a bit. Quick pass to Emmers. Emmers for 3. Finally, after 3 attempts, gets one to fall. Tallahassee closing in off of Montana's errors. Grandin pump fakes it. Gives it to Dawson. Dawson down low in the post. Jones was able to get enough of a presence down there to prevent the shot. Tallahassee can get it back to a single-digit game here if they get a bucket. And, of course, they're going to go to Smoot, who just bullies her way in. Almost throws the ball in from her height, but going to line for 2. Go in the first. 10-point game. Tallahassee showing that championship caliber, clawing their way back in. Despite being down almost 20, they have a chance to get it back to a single-digit lead here. Question is, can they keep this momentum going? And no good on the bucket. Can they keep this momentum going when Montana brings back in their starting lineup? Do they have an answer for the Silver Fox, or is she just going to keep lighting it up from all over the court? Rookie going to try and get it down low. Gives it to Salazar. Blocked out of bounds with 6 seconds left by Jones. Comes flying in and using his one flap to get high enough to block the ball. The Prawn giving it over to the rookie. Get to Lowenthal. Lowenthal going for a 13-footer. Gets the shooter's roll off the front iron. Tallahassee down by 12. Great defensive effort from them getting that block there. And in fact, we're going to see Tallahassee call a timeout here. Probably want to get a play drawn up. Perhaps even a 3. See if they can get this momentum going. It's a risk here. If they get a 3, the momentum is handedly in their favor. If they miss it, they're at risk of slipping away. However, go for a 2 here. And in fact, Jake turning over the ball. Bad play from him. And I say that in Tallahassee, the rookie loses track of where he is and steps out of bounds. The Black Rat struggling. And in fact, they're going to substitute him out. Yes, they're going to bring back in Ashbury, the third-year player. Smoot with the ball. Quick pass to Jake. Jake down low in the post. Gets the basket up, but no good. Ashbury fouls him, so he goes to the line for 2. Go on the first. Chance to get it back to a 10-point game here. The Fox, good on both. He needs to start making his baskets from all over the court, though. Quick pass to Lowenthal. Steps away. Takes a high-arcing shot from the free throw line. No good. Spring with the rebound. Jake with the ball. On the perimeter. Going to set up a play to Tahiri. Tahiri coming off the bench from Tallahassee has been important for him. He's been a major scoring contributor, and finally Jake the Fox getting tongue-tied peacock, getting a basket outside of a free throw. And with that, Montana is back, and whoa, Jones comes flying in and knocks the ball out of bounds. Could have been a steal there, but decides to tip it away rather than risking missing the basketball and giving up an easy basket. Jones all over the place on defense with a block and tipping the ball multiple times now. We're going to see Lowenthal able to get a three to fall for him. Montana struggled from the three-point line for a while there, but it wasn't Lowenthal or Krista shooting, so now that he's back out, he seems to be riding the ship. Long-range shot, no good. Ball's just going to bounce out of bounds. Montana enjoying the first game of a 3-game home stint. They will be playing Dakota on the 2nd of November. And then the Santa Ana Spectrums will be coming to Montana on the 4th. Tallahassee is going to enjoy 2 days off after this game. Their next opponent will be at Williamsburg on the 3rd. Starting off the season rough, 6 away games in their first 7. No go on the shot. LaRocca gets the rebound. Less than a minute left to go in this game. Tallahassee wants to get this to a one-possession game. Tahiri off of the screen. Can't get the ball to fall in, though. Quick play from Grandin. Grandin open lane of the basket. The defender lost track of where the ball was. Did not realize that they had passed it to Grandin as he moved away from his mark. Quick play from Montana. Tallahassee is going to want to take a shot here quickly if they want to retain the last possession. LaRocca, high arcing shot. Salazar able to get enough pressure on him to make the shot miss. Lowenthal, nice fake there. Gets by his defender. Tries to lay it up and in, but no good. Shot clock, game clock, separated by less than a second. Outside of a quick shot here, or almost a turnover, Jake loses the ball off the bad pass from Tahiri. Montana will get, I was going to say the last possession, but Ashbury goes quickly. Leaves Tallahassee 7 seconds to decide what to do with the ball here. Probably going to give it to Tahiri. He's going to drive to the basket. Stolen. Multiple turnovers from both teams here and poor mistakes. Amounts to nothing in the end, but still, coach is not going to be happy about how both teams played that last 30 seconds. I was expecting 2 possessions, and we ended up with 5 almost there. So, with that, Montana up by 13 here with only 12 minutes left to play. 4th quarter is about to start. Montana will start the ball with the ball. Inouye has had a bit of a rough game today. Foul trouble early made him leave. Yobaya can't get it to fall in, but gets his own bucket back and puts it right away for another second chance opportunity. That is now his 10th point, making his double-double complete. Joining Smoot in the double-double club tonight. Springer giving up to Lancaster. Lancaster going for a last-second shot, spinning around, no good. Vincent with the rebound. Tallahassee going with an interesting look this first game. We're going to see Vincent with a quick three-pointer. No good, out of bounds. As I was saying, an interesting look from Tallahassee. We've known for a while that Narcissa was threatening to take over the starting role from Jake. But surprising to see the rookie starting over Springer tonight. Springer, longtime starter for Tallahassee. Narcissa with the ball. Quick pass over to Lancaster. Lancaster for 3. No good, but Smoot flying in out of nowhere gets the rebound. But Inouye, the dog, with the quick steal as she went up for the basket. Inouye struggled with fouls, but definitely leading the team here. And again, Krista lighting it up from three-point land. I cannot praise her enough. 4 for 5 tonight, 19 points. Smoot trying to answer back with a drive of her own. Gets it to fall. Down by 16, though. Every three Krista makes can't be answered by a 2. They need to make up more baskets here and stop the Silver Fox from shooting from long range. At this point, she might as well just shoot all night from long range. 80% from three-point line. Bad pass there. LaRocca steals it. Lancaster gonna go for 3 herself. No good. But Narcissa comes out of nowhere to get the rebound and the putback. The high-arcing shot. The defenders wasn't expecting such a quick shot off of the offensive rebound. Lemur with the energy to come out of nowhere and just get that ball down. Grab the ball between 2 defenders in Inoue. No good on the teardrop layup. Sorry, Vincent, no good on the teardrop layup. LaRocca, no good from long range, and I believe Smoot is going to be called with the loose ball foul there. Knocked over the defender trying to get to that offensive rebound. Her aggressiveness has worked out tonight in her favor for most of the game. However, she has to be careful. That's her 3rd foul. She can afford to give up 2 more before fouling out. Krista lines up from the three-point line. Can't get the fall. Her defender was nowhere near her. Tallahassee has to step up their defensive effort, and we're going to see Krista called for the first foul tonight on her. Narcissa going to go to the line for 2. No go on the first one. That's going to be the other tale of tonight is Tallahassee's in general struggle from the three-point line. We'll have to check the stats once the game ends, but I believe they're shooting about 60%, leaving a lot of free points on the floor there. Inoue steps away, no good. Narcissa with the rebound. Giving it to LaRocca early, giving it to Lancaster down to Smoot. Smoot one-on-one the post, and she is going to win that matchup almost every time against Brax. Montana has to double team her as soon as she gets down low in the post. Brax does not have any advantages against her. He is outweighed and fairly shorter than her, at least 4 inches under her height. Inoue gets by, backs up, almost goes to the shot, gives it to Brax, back to Inoue for 3. His turn from long range tonight. 15-point game, Tallahassee. Going to call timeout here. And they have 3 remaining for the night. Again, Tallahassee's playbook has been get it to Smoot and let her do the scoring. And it's worked well for the most part. See, they're going to do it off the inbound. Dangerous pass, but it works. She's going to go to the line for 2. And that might be what Brax needs to do, is just foul hard and accept that he's not going to win these fights every time, but at least he can stop the shot from going up. And go in the second. Tallahassee still down by 13, but still within striking range if the Howlers go cold like they have a couple times tonight. Krista inside the arc this time. Rattles around but falls in. I believe that is her 24th or 25th point. No, 21st, sorry. Smoot is at 23. Both of them have made 8 shots. Lancaster forcing the shot here. No good. But Smoot, actually no, LaRocca with the soft pause. Just tipping it back and in off of the bounce. Definitely the second half has been much closer for Tallahassee. LaRocca and Smoot making up the vast majority of the scoring for Tallahassee. Krista stepping into the shot from 10 feet out, no good. Herod. Cassius was open for a second there, but couldn't get it to her. Down to Smoot in the post. Again, Brack's going to foul. 4th foul. This time he can't get enough of an oomph on it to mess the shot up. Smoot, chance to get it back to a 10-point game here if she makes this shot. Good from the free throw line. That's an and one complete. 69 Tallahassee. Montana 79. 6 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Tallahassee, watch what they do with Krista. Are they going to play her closely? They're going to call for a screen. She's left open. This time doesn't fall her way. Tallahassee can make up a lot of ground here. And they were trying to go to LaRocca this time in the post. Vincent knocks it out of bounds, though, before it gets into his paws. The rookie Herod. 14 seconds. Dangerous pass to LaRocca. Had to fly by 2 defenders, but gets to its destination. Narcissa, spin move. Teardrops it in, but blocked. Gets it back, though. She's going to get the shot off with 1 second left on the shot clock. No good. Yobaya down to Krista. Krista lays it up and in. Was starting to struggle from long range, but managed to get it to fall from less than 2 feet out. Keeps it to a 12-point game here with a little under 6 minutes left to go. Smoot. Double teamed. Over to Herod. Herod. The rookie gets a screen, gets into the post, dishes it to Lancaster. Please don't take a shot, Lancaster. You have struggled tonight. Smoot facing up straight this time rather than trying to force her way in. Can't get it to fall. Brax on the perimeter, giving up to Inoue. To Vincent from 18 feet out, no good. Lancaster will get the rebound. Fatigue surely starting to wear in on Smoot. I don't know if she's sat since the start of the second half. LaRocca, the big cat, gets a double screen, doesn't get much out of it. Smoot setting up in the post, though. And in fact, he's going to pass it right at Krista, and she's going to do an offensive break with Inoue. Inoue slamming it down. Big dog goes flying. Nice assist coming in from Krista there. A little bit of a slip. Forced to pick up the ball. Gives it over to Lancaster. Lancaster to Smoot. Fouled instantly by Brax. That's his 5th foul now. One more foul and he's out. In fact, they're going to go ahead and sub him out, considering he is on the verge of being ejected from the game. We're going to see Jake coming in for... No, actually, it was Jake coming in. They're going to leave Brax in. Probably let him foul out. Jake going for 3. No good. Jake becoming more of a 6 for Inoue. Going to go for a quick 3 of his own. Was left open there. No good, though. Jake. Leading the offense now as the point guard with Lancaster sitting. Smoot trying to get open in the paint. We're going to see a foul. Double team Krista this time, trying to steal the ball. Forcing the bonus situation here. Good on the first. Not what you want to see from Montana. It's bad enough that Smoot has dominated the post against them. But to give up free throws, especially to Jake, who is known to make them. If they were going to do that, they needed to do it to someone who struggled tonight. Krista. Holding onto the ball herself. Gives it over to Inoue. Inoue steps into his shot. Ends up falling after traveling around the rim for a little while. That's 18 points tonight for him. And 23, I believe, from Krista so far. Jake. High arcing ball. LaRocca gets the ball back. Second chance bucket is good. Tallahassee out rebounding the Howlers on offense by at least a couple. I believe 4 or 5, in fact. Those extra chance buckets are making the difference here. 3 minutes to go. Tallahassee down by 12, sorry. And Krista with the nice 15-footer coming out extends that to a 14-point deficit here. Tallahassee may be calling a timeout as soon as they cross the half court. Nope, actually they're going to call for a play. Smoot gets by Brax. No foul. No good this time, though. Montana likely to slow down the pace here as they have a decent enough lead that they can hopefully carry this to the end of the game. Anyway, isolation play stripped almost, but picks it back up, steps away, and gets it to fall. 89 now. That's 20 points for him. Stepping it up this second half. And now we're going to see Tallahassee finally call a timeout. I think they should have called one last possession. That was a critical possession. They just lost there. Down by 16 now with only 2 minutes and 21 seconds. They have to go on a scoring tear here to get back in this game. Arkissa fouled on the way up by Vincent. Third foul. She needs to make both of these here. Good on the first. And good on the second. And we're going to see a full court press coming out here. May have wanted to see this a little earlier, but I have to see if they can force any turnovers off of it. All Montana has to do is hold on to this ball and not let it turn over. But Krista going to lay it up and in with the foul by Jake. And of course the crowd is going to ignite after that. Silver Fox streaking by the defenders there and just laying it in. Chance to put this game away here. With that, it's 92-75. Almost an insurmountable deficit with the 2-minute warning now. Even Smoot dominating in the post will not be enough to make up this deficit. Jake would have to start landing threes from everywhere on the court. In fact, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Smoot's going to end up with the ball. Still absolutely dominating the post. I believe a third of the points tonight coming from her alone, but not enough. The rest of the team not able to step it up here tonight. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Now the only question to be for Montana, who will get the MVP tonight? Who will get the player of the game? Krista or Inoue? Both of them have a case. We'll have to see how the assist totals ended up coming, because I believe Krista has a couple point advantage over Inoue. And with that, we'll see Brax Turner fouling out here. The rookie will go to the line for two. Missed her first 2 free throws of her career. Makes her first one here. Actually, we're going to see both teams making a mass substitution. Or at least Montana is. Moving players around, actually. And Tallahassee is going to be bringing out a bunch of players. Relenting that they have lost the game here. See Tahiri going for 3 early in the shot clock. No good. Salazar giving up to Inoue. Krista with the ball. Almost slips there. Gotta be careful. Don't want to injure yourself trying to move quickly. And nice fancy moves to get around her defender. Very swift coming out for her tonight. Swift footwork. Fancy moves getting around her defenders. That's another basket. I believe she will end up being our player of the game tonight for Montana. Unless Inoue secretly snuck in a double-double with assists that I did not notice. Tahiri going for 3. No good, but the rookie getting the rebound. Giving up to Herod, who lands it from 3-point land. Down by 11, but with 10 seconds left to go, this game is over, and we're just going to see the Fox hold on to the ball and let time expire here. And with that, Howlereen comes to a close. Montana starting off the year strong. 94, Tallahassee 82. Great performance from the Howlers tonight. Tallahassee, it's a bit of a new team. 2 different players starting now. One coming from Plymouth and the other being a rookie. Have to see how they make adjustments going forward. And it will be Krista Renstill. 30 points tonight, 5 assists, and 54.5% from the field goal range. Very impressive. In fact, impressive game from most of Montana. We definitely saw some issues coming in with their power forward position. And we're going to quickly look over both teams, see how they did player-wise. Looking at Montana, Yobaya, double-double tonight, 10 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Almost perfect from the floor. Brax, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Doing a bit of everything. And obviously our player of the game, Krista, 30 points, 12 of 22 tonight. Definitely taking the majority of the shots for Montana. However, 4 from 7. Can't argue with her efficiency. Vincent, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Inoue, also a strong showing tonight. 20 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. 8 for 18. Had he relaxed from the three-point line a little bit, his field goal percentage would have shot up. Salazar, 1 rebound short of 10, ending with 9, 4 points, 1 steal. Christian Ashbury, 2 assists, a rebound, and a steal. Grandin, 4 points, a rebound, assist, and 3 steals. Really generating the turnovers there. Lowenthal, 13 points coming off the bench, 5 for 11, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Rodriguez, 0 for 6, missed every shot tonight, only 1 steal to his name. Dawson, 2 points coming from the free throw line. And the rookie, 1 bucket and 1 turnover. And looking at the Typhoons, LaRocca, 12 points, 1 rebound shy of a double-double, ending with 9, 2 assists, and 3 steals. The shining spotlight of the Typhoons, Smoot, 28 points, ending just 2 shy of matching Krista. 15 rebounds, however, 6 of which were offensive rebounds. 2 assists and a steal. The rookie Herod, 10 points, 50% field goal percentage, perfect from the three-point line tonight. 6 rebounds and a steal. Narcissa, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 for 10. Lancaster, 1 for 9, struggling, 3 points, 2 assists. Jake, 8 points, perfect from the free throw line, 6 for 6, but 1 for 5 from the field. 5 rebounds and 2 assists, but 4 turnovers. Really struggled, was stolen multiple times. Passes intercepted by multiple players. Andrea Matsunoro, 6 points, 3 for 11. Started off strong, but struggled in the second half. Springer, 2 rebounds. Zidkov, 2 points and an assist. Jones, 4 rebounds. Didn't take a shot, but I got a block. The rookie Emmers, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then Hawkins, 1 for 4 from the field, all of them being 3-point attempts, made 1 of them and 2 rebounds. Looking at the two teams, Typhoons definitely struggled in terms of three-pointers, only 15% from the field. Free throws, 71%. I gave them a little... I was a little bit harsh on them. They did actually make a decent number of the free throws, out free throwing the Howlers by 10 points. However, look at the fast break differential. Montana, faster team there, was able to dominate them. Points in the paint, consider that 25 of those basically came from Roselia Smoot, or actually minus her free throws, but 20 points were from her. Half of Typhoon's points came from her in the paint. Bench matched up well. The offensive rebounds, the Typhoons had that advantage, but lost it in the steals. That's why their possessions were so low compared to the Howlers, 87 compared to 78. Despite having the ball for far longer than their opponents, they were unable to convert the number of baskets necessary to get a lead there. Both teams here will have to look at multiple things going forward. Tallahassee, Lancaster, the veteran, struggled on the court. First game with this new team. Their defense also struggled to match up well in the perimeter. No real defensive leader on this team, aside from those sitting on the bench. Who will be that? They need to figure out who's going to be that defensive anchor for the team. Smoot is a beast on offense, not so great on the defensive end. While if we fly over to Montana, obviously great showing tonight from Inoue and Krista. However, Brax Trenner really struggled going up against Smoot, and Montana's going to have to consider going forward if they want to try out other players there, possibly put Salazar in at the center position, because if Smoot who is very strong on offense, was able to do that against Trenner tonight. What's going to happen when they play Turner or when they go up against Sterling? How many points are they going to give up then? Both teams maybe not as shining as bright as we saw 6 months ago in the finals, but both 79 games left to go in this season. So a lot can happen between now and the end of the season. I've been Ryan Eastman. Thanks for tuning in, and keep an ear out for when we announce our next Sports Den. Hopefully it will be sometime within the next month. And have a good night, everyone.